Okay, good morning. Ready for yoga? Let's go. Good morning, yogis. Let's have a seat on our mat. Coming to easy seat, Sukhasana, or half lotus. Sitting up tall, rooting your sitting bones down and crown to sky. And let's just sit for a few moments here on our mat with our breath. Eyes closed or gently gaze downward. And let's just take a little inventory this morning, a little mental inventory, physical inventory of your body. Like, where are you at today? And just sit in that awareness for just a moment or two. Acknowledging what's coming up for you, what's been going on in your mind and body. And then come to the breath. Begin this long, slow breaths. Notice the air as it comes into the nose, into the lungs, fills the chest and the belly. Really super slow and methodical breath. Like, really feel each breath in. Feel it swirling around your body. Maybe holding it just for a moment. And then exhaling slowly, letting it go. Maybe holding the exhale. So be playful with the breath right now. Notice it and play with it a little bit. Coming into that control, pranayama. The yama is the control, prana is the breath, the life force. So we have many different forms of pranayama that are more prescribed, and this one is just playful. So just kind of feel the breath, play with swirling it around, play with holding it and letting it go, and just get really comfortable with it. And then we're going to come to Ujjayi Pranayama today, which is nose breathing, in through the nose and out through the nose, almost like you're trying to fog up if a mirror was in front of your face, and you're going to blow the air through your nose. Try to touch your hand with it, imagining it's a mirror. So you feel the breath on the out, and then you inhale on the in through the nose. The lips stay closed. Keeps the internal fire stoked in this vinyasa class. Also is very deliberate breath, so you really have to think about it. And as you're thinking about the breath and moving the body, hopefully the thoughts sort of go towards the back and not up to the front. So getting into that flow state. This is a vinyasa flow class. It's a moving meditation. And so each breath is associated with a movement. So you'll hear as I teach me, ask you to inhale and lengthen and exhale and fold. And so try to match those inhales and exhales with the movements that we do. If thoughts do come in to your mind, that's okay. You're human, it's normal. But I just ask or invite you to just let that stuff go for an hour today. You've purposed yourself onto your yoga mat to do this practice for your mind, for your body, for your soul. And so don't allow the mind to steal all of that away from you. And that's a choice. So if the thoughts do come, and they will, just gently press them away, maybe using a word or phrase to do that, or maybe just coming back to the breath. So Ujjayi Pranayama, in through the nose, out through the nose, sitting up really tall. Let's do some seated cat-cow. So we'll inhale, lengthen the spine, in through the nose. And then exhale, out through the nose, round and curl. Sit back. And we'll do in through the nose. Exhale, round and curl, out through the nose. And then just continue to keep that moving. Add some side to side movement in here if that feels good for you. Again, continuing with that breath in through the nose, out through the nose. And so as the thoughts come in, notice what they are, maybe even name them, and then let them go. Sometimes I imagine my thoughts like bubbles, like I'm blowing a big bubble and there's a thought, and then I just notice what it is, and then watch it just pop, and it's gone. Or it can be a wave in the ocean, whatever you want to visualize. Go ahead and make this bigger, so maybe bigger circles, seated all the way around. And then let's go ahead and come forward to child's pose. So we crawl forward onto our mat. Knees can be touching together or wide. Chin, chest, belly on the earth. Fingertips popped up on the earth for a long spine. Walk your fingertips out maybe further and draw your hips back a little bit, lengthening through the vertebrae. Walk toward the right side of your mat with your hands and let your hips draw to the left. Maybe even taking the left on top of the right and twisting open just a bit. And then coming back to your center. Long, long, long spine. Oh, yeah. And off to the left side of your mat. Right hand on top of left. Back through center, coming up to tabletop, tucking your toes underneath, bringing your knees hip distance apart. Cat-cow now this way, so we're going to let the belly come all the way down and raise the tail, chest and chin open. And then we exhale round and curl just like we did seated, in through the nose, out through the nose. Continue to do that. In and out motion, up and down, with breath. So starting slow, connecting the breath to the body before the postures get more intense. And then go ahead and turn this into dancing lion, coming around in big circles all the way to the right, back, down, and away. And just continuing to move through that space. Big, slow movements, big breath in and out. Then you can reverse the direction. Notice if there's any sticky places in your body. Notice your wrists, your shoulders, your elbows, your knees, your hips, your spine. Notice it all. Take it all in. And make any adjustments to your practice that you need to make to honor your body today. This is an all levels flow. That means you can add or take away whatever works for you. Let's move towards our first downward facing dog. Coming up on your toes, bending your knees for turbo dog. melting the chest to the thighs. Go ahead and walk out the dog. So bending and straightening into opposites. Maybe turning both heels in one direction and then the other. Walking hands to the back of your mat, forward fold over your legs. Favorite forward folds that you take, either toe bind, hand under foot bind, opposite elbows, touch, hands, maybe whatever feels right. Here is what I want you to do. And if you want to add a little bit of sway into that, you can. And then slowly roll up to standing, one vertebrae at a time. Reach your arms up overhead and take a little back bend. And then over to the right. Nice easy start here this morning. And back to center and off to the left. Mountain pose, feet are hip distance apart, hands are down towards the earth, open the chest and the heart. Close your eyes or gaze down. Just take a moment here to connect back to that breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Perhaps setting an intention for your practice. It's the reason you show up on your mat. It's what you're hoping to feel or achieve by the end. Or maybe it's a bigger intention than just this hour. Maybe you want to set intention to send something out to the world or somebody, something. So breathe into that space. And then step the hands to heart center, step the feet together. First balance of the practice, the right knee comes to your chest. Just one leg up. Curl the toes up. Gaze to the top of the mat, squeeze into the belly, palms are pressing. Everything's engaged right here, and then the breath. Notice the four corners of the feet on the left foot, rooting to find balance. Go ahead and step down. Feel four corners of both feet now. So much easier with the 2 feet there. Now bring the left knee up to your chest and let the right foot find its balance, squeezing through the toes and the heel, the outside edges, drawing the left knee up to chest. And step down, inhale up. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees on the way down. Walk yourself out to plank or tabletop for our first vinyasa. If you take what you take, go ahead and take that. If not, knees tap, shoulders come over wrists, chin, chest, belly, touch the earth as the elbows reach towards the sky. Toenails tap, knees lift, peel the chest up, cobra pose. Exhale, back downward facing dog. So many variations of that vinyasa. You can take Chaturanga Dandasana, which is hovering, or you can take your belly to the earth, upward facing dog, or cobra. Let's take the next one. You choose what you want. When we come back to the downward facing dog, try to draw the heels back and down, toes gently towards one another. If the heels don't touch, that's fine. You can walk them in just a little bit, or bend your knees, or just lift them off the earth. Third vinyasa, yogi's choice, or maybe you skip it and come to child's pose. Remember, it's all levels. You take what you need. If you want extra push-ups, take those too. Imagine there's a tightrope up the center of your mat. Put your entire foot on it, heel and toe and four corners. Left, right, all the way up to the top of your mat. When you reach the top of your mat, hands to shins, inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, either roll up vertebrae at a time or flat back, rise. Your choice. Hands reach to the sky. And now down to your sides. Sun salutation, Surya Namaskar A. We inhale and exhale, nose breathing, Ujjayi breath. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, offer and lengthen. And exhale, lower down to your belly or hover. Inhale, fill back up, upward facing dog or cobra. And we exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Now 5 strong, slow Ujjayi breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. The breath sounds like the wind in the trees, and it also sounds like the wave of the ocean. Recreating that sound of the universe. Five full inhales and 5 full exhales. And after the 5th exhale, we make the way to the top of the mat, either walk, step, jump, or float, preparing for the next inhale, lengthening the spine, offering the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, ride the breath to the top. And heart center. Again, inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, vinyasa. Walk, step, jump, or float. Lower down. Up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward face. Five full breaths. After the 5th exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. To the inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, melt and fold. Inhale, rise. And heart center. Let's do one more. Inhale up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, offer. Exhale, plank to lowering down. Inhale, fill, and exhale, press. Option for child's pose at any time to reset. Shake your head gently, yes in this down dog, maybe no, maybe some circles. After the 5th breath, exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, fold, exhale, and rise. Go back. And heart center. Surya Namaskar B, Sun Salutation B. Inhale, chair pose. Sit back, become the chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, offer your heart. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhale, up downward cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. We'll slow this down. Inhale, rise the right leg up. Exhale, step it through between your hands. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Take a breath or two here in the warrior one, slowing it down. The next exhale, ride the wave to the bottom of your mat, vinyasa. Inhale, left leg rise. Exhale, step through. Inhale, ride up on the breath. Take a few moments here in the warrior one, hips and shoulders squared. Exhale, back down. We exhale either child's pose or downward facing dog for 5 breaths. Yogi's choice. You can also add more if you want more. So you can stay in down dog or child's pose, or come forward for vinyasa, planks, or push-ups. Counting those inhales and exhales through the nose, slowing down the breath to match the body and allowing the body to match the breath. You'll make your way to the top when you're ready. Inhale and offer your heart. Exhale, fold it out. And inhale, sit back, rise, chair, pose again. And stand tall. Hands to heart center or hands down to your sides. I'm not sure if you've had your gratitude moment yet for today, but let's take some time right now for that. So take a few moments to allow gratitude to bubble up. Maybe think about the smallest, littlest thing you're grateful for, and then the biggest, most powerful thing you're grateful for. Coming back to the breath, in through the nose, out through the nose, strong in the belly. Sit back chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. And step the right foot back, low lunge. Gently tap the right knee down. Hands can stay on the earth or block the thigh or up to the sky. And breathe. And step the right foot back, we're on left side lunge. The right hand stays down, re-engage the back knee if you like, twisting lunge, open to the left. Make some circles with the arms, opening the shoulder, maybe taking a twist here with a bind. Take prayer twist here. You can roll to the outside edge of one or both feet. Hands release down, step forward, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold again. And let's step the left foot back, right side lunge. Tap the left knee down. Hands can stay on earth, block, thigh, or sky. Leaning into the back leg, coming above the kneecap, not on the kneecap, feeling that hip flexor. Heart and chest can open here. Left hand stays down, right hand reaches. You can release off the back knee or not. Twisting lunge. Take your variations. Reframe back to the front, step the left foot up to meet the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, chair, Utkatasana. Hands to heart center, chair prayer twist to the right. Try to keep the knees and hips in line. Any variations you take in the twist here, there's a bind, you can lift the leg, you can take an arm balance. Again, yogi's choice. Finish in forward fold. Lengthen, inhale. Let's vinyasa between sides if you like. Walk, step, jump, or float. Up dog or cobra. Linger in the up dog if it feels good. Maybe rock a little here. And then downward face. Always coming back to the breath. Slow and steady in through the nose and out through the nose. The breath is often referred to as an anchor. Imagining it's an anchor for the mind. And when a boat is anchored, it can only get so far before it gets pulled back to its location. And so let your breath be that anchor for that mind, that monkey mind that wants to run away in all different directions. Make your way to the top of your mat. Walk, step, jump, float, handstand. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Heart center. Chair prayer twist to the left. Variations as you like. And forward fold finishes when you're ready. Inhale, lengthen. Walk back, high plank. Vashisthasana, side plank. Right hand moves to center. You can take the right knee down here, but stack the bones on the right arm. Any variation you take here, you can take a quad stretch. You can lift the leg in the side plank, reach the arm forward. So play around with what feels good for you right now. So you might want lots of stretching today. You might want lots of strength today. You might want a combination of both. You're in the right place, wherever you are. Coming back around to plank, pressing back through down dog, lengthening through the spine. Option to rest or option for vinyasa, rolling or push-ups. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Where's your breath, yogi? It's your anchor. Plank again, left side Vashisthasana, side plank, left hand moves to center, take left knee down or don't. The left side may not be the same as the right, honor that. We work towards balance and equanimity in our lives, in our bodies. Doesn't always happen exactly the way we think it should. Leaning back in downward facing dog. Bringing the right leg up towards the clouds in the sky as high as you can. Elevate on the left tiptoe, melt the chest back to the left thigh. Then open the knee and look over the left shoulder, see the foot. Squeeze it towards the glute. Open and close, roll the ankle, wiggle the toes. Flip your dog if you flip your dog. We all unwind. The right knee comes to forehead, nose, or wherever you can reach it up to. Step through gently between your hands. Spin your back heel to touch the earth. Cartwheel the arms open. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. The hips are open. We look forward past the front hand, pressing through the outside edge of the back foot. Shoulders are up, down, and away. Lots of energy between both parts of your body, both sides, the right and the left. Coming into the front knee until it's right over the ankle, not past. And then pumping warrior 3 times, noting the effort and the ease in the posture. And when we come in for the effort, really come in for the effort. and we back out for the ease. Really notice that. Side angle, hover or hold. Let's tip the right hand down. Try to see if you can hover off the earth here. Maybe take hand to heart center. If it's too much, hand can be on a block or even forearm on the thigh. Let the back hand reach behind you, maybe wrap into the right pocket, or maybe take a full bind if that's in your practice. Option for bird of paradise or near lamba. Again, if those are in your practice. When we unbind, we're going to exalt. So come right through warrior two with the breath, right up, reaching up and back. Any variation of the arms that feel good for you right now. This is a side body stretch, right side. We're sinking into front knee lunge, still in the warrior leg. Lizard lunge, cartwheel the hands inside the right foot. Either take the back knee down, walk the right foot out. Any variation you take here, quad stretch, arm balance, forearm stand, funky forearm stand, splits or pigeons if you don't like lizard. Maybe half splits feel good for you in this posture. Rocking forward and back. We're going to come out of this posture pretty strong in half moon. So the right hand crawls forward 6 to 10 inches, and we come on up just on the right hand and right foot. Opening up to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Vipassana if you want to take a bind here, or maybe you want to float balance, playing with that. Again, the breath is in through the nose, out through the nose, steady and slow, even when the postures get difficult physically. We anchor the breath. Forward fold over your legs to finish. Any variation of forward fold that you like, or crow jump backs, or handstands, or anything else you like to take right now. Maybe a back bend is appropriate. You stand and stretch. Before you take that, we're going to meet back in downward facing dog. We'll wait a few moments for everybody to get there, how they like. If you make it to down dog early and you want to add a few more things in, maybe a squat or inversion, or more vinyasa, we'll take just a few more breaths for everybody to get moving forward. Child's pose is also appropriate right now. The left leg reaches for the sky, high up in there. High on the left toes, melt the chest back to the right thigh. And then we open up hip on hip, drawing the hip to the heel to the glute rather, engaging the hamstring, looking over, seeing the foot wiggling, opening and closing, and then flip the dog if you do. Unwind leg to sky, step through between your hands. Spin your back heel to touch, outside edge presses. Cartwheel open, warrior two on the left side. Feel the hips and shoulders open. Sink into posture. Cross to the outside edge. Feel energy everywhere. Pumping warrior 3 times slow. Noticing the breath with the movement. Settle into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, before you head towards your side angle pose, whatever variation that you took. There is option for bind, for bird of paradise, Nirlamba, floating, not floating. Keep the breath strong and steady and slow, in through the nose, out through the nose. The next inhale, sweep back, exalted warrior, stay in the front knee. Cartwheel slowly down, lizard lunge, both hands inside the left leg. Drawing open the leg or taking the back knee to touch. So many variations. Just do what feels good in your body right now. And so if you continue to sit with the breath in the body, you'll know what feels good. Breath still steady, slow, and long. Half moon finishes when you're ready from lizard lunge. Your favorite variation. If you can look up, look up. If you float, float. If you bind, bind. Forward fold finishes. Maybe draw the knee in to reset before you step the foot down. Let's inhale, slowly rise and take a back bend variation. Maybe you're ready for a full drop back, maybe. Or maybe just a supported, nice little supported back bend. Hands to heart center, right knee to chest. Tree pose, Vrikshasana. Foot on the earth, above or below knee, and inner thigh. Maybe you're in half lotus or full expression. Yogis, change your arms at least 3 times through this posture, challenging your balance. Feeling the 4 corners of the left foot again, squeezing into the thighs. Pressing the foot to inner thigh and inner thigh back to foot. Belly is strong. Gaze is fixed. Breath is steady. Hands to heart or reach the sky, knee back to chest, kick the foot straight out. And then step down. Go ahead and shake it out, maybe make some hip circles here. You might need to massage out that booty on the right side. Optional vinyasa here before we do the next side, or just stand in breath. So if you want a little more movement, go ahead and take it. Add some push-ups if you're feeling like it's not enough. You're always enough. Hands to heart, left knee to chest. Vrikshasana, tree posture, left side. Right foot is rooting. 3 different arm positions. Breath slow, long, steady, gaze fixed. Arms reach sky, knee to chest, send the foot out to me. Step down, move it around a little bit. Inhale, reach. Little back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, vinyasa, downward facing dog. Right leg warrior 1. Send it up, step it through, back heel spins, rise. Option 1, stay here in warrior 1. Option 2, dancer pose, reach for the back leg, catch it, and lean forward. We meet back in warrior 1, but don't rush to go. Just letting you know. Straighten out over the front leg. Hands to hips, flat back, halfway down. Square the hips. Release hands to earth or block. Head to knee, Parsvatanasana. 2 options here, standing split for another balance and another leg stretch, or revolved triangle. It's the yogi's choice here. If you're taking the revolved triangle, the left hand stays inside or on top of or crosses the right foot, right hand to hip or sky. You can stay right here and head to knee pose, squaring the hips. Or you can lift the back leg for standing L or standing splits. Revolved triangle is here. Maybe you want to do both. Standing L might be enough. You can use a block. We're all going to finish in a forward fold. Option to take a squat or a crow jump back. Or just hold crow for a bit. So if you want to take a squat hip opener here, you can. And just sit for a moment. Or maybe you want another arm balance. Or maybe you want another back bend. Again, this is sandbox time, I call it. You can kind of play around with whatever you want to play around with. We're going to meet back in down dog or child's pose in a bit. Finishing up whatever it was you took. Left side warrior one. Stay or play in dancer pose. Finishing back when you're ready, warrior one, don't rush. Straighten out, hands to hips, flat back, forward fold. Parsvottanasana, head to knee. Stay here, square the hips. Take revolving triangle, Parivrtta Trikonasana, or maybe standing L or standing splits, or anything else that feels good. If you're taking the revolved triangle, the right hand is down. We twist open to the left. Maybe you try it all. We'll meet in mountain pose, fold to stand, or maybe you're somewhere where you just want to stand. Another little back bend. Up on your tiptoes, both hands out in front of you. Bend your knees, squeeze them together, lower down slow like you're sliding down a wall behind you. Find low squat. If this isn't good for your knees, have a seat. If it is, toes stand, open the knees out, touch the feet together. Option to touch down or option to sit down. If you're here in the toe stand, maybe you want to work balance a little bit. We're all going to meet in seated bound angle, Baddha Konasana. gently. Fold over those legs. Bring them together, knees to touch, egg pose. Continuing to still notice the breath. Notice the heart rate. Lower down slow and controlled to your back. For finishing postures, back bend, spinal twist, plow shoulder stand. Maybe you walk over to the wall for an inversion, maybe happy baby or straddle, or ab work. You have about 2 minutes to do what it is you need to do. Maybe you don't want to do anything and you just want to sit and be. Or maybe you want to lay down and do that. Do what feels right, what resonates with your soul right now. Go ahead and find the last few movements in your practice, and then either come to seated, reclining on your back, or one of your sides. And some days it works. And some days it doesn't. And that's the beauty of our yoga practice, yogis. It's not a race. It's not a competition. It's a practice. Let's come to the close of our practice now, Shavasana. allowing everything that just got shaken up, shaken loose, to either release or settle back down where it belongs. Releasing that nose breath if you haven't already released it, and allow yourself just to come to a nice, easy breath. Allow the eyelids to drape gently over the eyes or find a soft gaze. Notice if the teeth are clenched or touching. Let the tongue just hang heavy in the mouth. Allowing the back of your head to gently fall to the earth. Maybe shake your head a little no to let any last little bit of tension out. And then imagine your yoga mat as a cloud, the biggest, fluffiest cloud, and your body sinks deep into this cloud, surrounded in the safety and the softness. Allow yourself to be held right here. Allowing the peace you created through your practice and the collective peace we created through our breath and community. Allow that to permeate every cell in your body with healing and light and love. Every inhale you take in fills you up with goodness and peace. And the exhales settle you down and release. Yogis, I continue to invite you to practice every day. Share or save the videos. They're my gift to you. Yogis, I invite you every day to come to gratitude and to come to your breath as often as you need to be aware of it. Staying in the moment, mindfulness. Gently start to move your body, maybe just blink open your eyes or wiggle your fingers or toes. And make your way to seated where we began. Once again, noticing, taking that inventory of your body and your mind. Noticing the breath as it comes in, perhaps hold it and then let it go. Ending where we began. An hour with your breath and your movement connected. An hour of peace. Thank you so much for allowing me the space in your life and the time. Until our paths cross again, I wish you peace, love, and light, and health and abundance.